Hey everybody.
Good evening.
What's going on?
Welcome to America's Got Talent.
Yeah, really happy to be here. Didn't work out so well at American Idol and X Factor.
What are you going to be doing?
I think I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I found some pens and pencils in the back.
Okay, I love a mystery. Go ahead and do what it is you do.
All right, cool. Well, here we go.
This guy is insane.
Whoa, what's he doing?
Like, that's not normal.
That isn't normal.
Your thing there.
Ben's a banana.
All right, this is AZ Local Show, everybody. We're just gonna start it off. Oh, Dylan's camera. Oh, there we go. He's connected again. Okay, good. As you can see, we're having some fun with some filters. I just realized we can use. Oh. This is my first out of state interview here, and this is Dandu. This is literally one of my favorite bands in general. I try and tell people about them all the time. I just love you guys, so that's why I wanted you on the show. And you released a new EP, so we definitely want to talk about that. How's the release been? It's only been like a week, right?
Yeah. We released it last Friday, and it's been really good. We've had a couple of super supporters. I think there's 3 different people that paid $30 for the 4-track album.
Dude, that's awesome. What? That's great. Yeah, that's fucking amazing. All right, dude. All right, cool. We're just going to jump into it here, guys. I didn't even realize I had this on. How did the band start?
We were in a band called The Other Black for a long time.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But me and Tom played in a band called The People's Abstracts before all that. So that's kind of how we met, and eventually just Sean started writing music, and we started adding to it, and then it kind of became a democratic kind of band after that.
Yeah. Dylan, you're a freaking amazing drummer, dude. I love listening to you. You really, make simple stuff sound so technical. It's insane. It's really crazy, man. That's what I love about the band in general. So, yeah, I remember Other Black, too. That was, a lot of people in that band, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Started out, I think, with 30 people. Whittled now to 11 of us. But yeah, still a pretty big band.
Yeah, dude, I can imagine there was a lot of at-home practicing, and then you guys get together, and that hopefully everyone's on top of their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. All right, cool. Well, you guys have definitely played a lot of shows. I really wanted to do this show with you guys because I feel like people are going to be eager to do tours and stuff. And you guys have been on a lot of tours and played a lot of awesome shows. What would you say is your most memorable show that you've ever played? Good or bad?
Oh,
Good or
as
bad?
this band?
Yeah, as Dandu.
Shit. Well, it's probably different for all of us. Man. I think for me, just because I grew up a bass dweeb. Opening for Victor Wooten was probably like probably my favorite show we've done.
Yeah.
And at that point, that was like 3 years ago or something, and we were still pretty new at that point.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was huge, dude.
But yeah, getting to open for Victor was super awesome, and he's just such a nice dude that, like, we got to talk to him for a bit, and yeah, it was really, really awesome. And just we opened it for him up in Boulder, and that whole company, Z2 Entertainment, was just really supportive of us. And that's what comes to mind for me.
Yeah. What do you guys think, Dylan? Yeah.
That comes to mind to me, too, because it was like our first big show, and I feel like a lot of other awesome, memorable shows came after that, and that kind of like gave us a good starting point around this area and beyond.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys started doing tours really quickly, I feel like. As far as, like, you were a band and then you were doing tours within, like, a year or more, right?
Yeah, something like that. I think like year and a half, maybe 2 years.
Oh, okay.
But we hadn't really been gigging that often until we started touring.
All right. Oh, okay.
Like in the 2 years before we started touring, we probably only played like, I don't know, 10 to 15 shows, if that. Locally,
yeah, in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool, man. All right, well, this is a thing. This is a thing that I do where I go to shows and I ask for a random question. And I'm going to pull it out and ask you guys right now. So let's see. Alrighty, here. Who's the least funniest in the band? That's like an insulting one.
Probably Dylan.
I have to go with Dylan, too.
What? He's had a beautiful filter on this entire time?
Who would you say, Dylan?
I'd say Ben.
That's fair.
Alright.
I'll agree that Sean is the funniest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only funny because I'm easy to laugh at.
I do love your onstage faces, Sean. That's like the best part about watching you play, man.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, cool, guys. We're going to watch a video right now.
So, hey guys, Cody Blackbird here from the Cody Blackbird Band.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Gil from Ghost in the Willow.
What's up? My name's Andreas.
Hey, what's up? My name's Steven. I play in American Standards.
I am Mike Soucy, also known as Monkey, formerly of Ikonoklast.
What's up, guys? My name's Kenny. I'm with Music Hustler Podcast.
Some important tidbits to kind of make sure you have all your ducks in a row before you go out on tour. Make sure that your vehicle, safety check, tires, alignment, oil change, all that good stuff. Make sure you're good to go with that. You don't want to be stuck out on the road having to call venues and promoters saying, hey, I can't make it.
Make sure that you guys know how to schedule and you are able to keep to a schedule, because when you're on tour you have a lot of deadlines and a lot of things that you have to be prepared for. So make sure you know how to schedule and you know how to prepare for that type of thing.
I think the most important thing you can do before going on a tour, if you're touring with a band or even by yourself, if you're a solo acoustic act or part of a group, is to rehearse as much as you can. Get used to not being able to hear anybody, know your parts, because your drummer probably won't be able to hear anybody if he doesn't have a monitor, some of these smaller clubs and things, so we call it flying blind, so get used to flying blind. So that would probably be important. Rest is also huge. Get a lot of rest.
Basically what to expect is the long drives from state to state, sleeping on hardwood floors, the van, sleeping on the bottom of the van, on the top, whatever.
Pretty much, you just got to make sure you're in a band that you like the people. That's a big one because you're going to be spending lots of time in the van with them. So you're going to want to make sure that you can enjoy each other's company, and I would also say maybe like have a good playlist on your iPod or something like that, so that way you can kill time between your anywhere from 4-hour to 12-hour drive that you got to make.
The most important one, I think, in any situation, whether you're touring or not, is engaging your audience. You want to know who the promoters are, who's putting on this show. You want to know about other bands that may have a lot in common with you, something maybe you can, some bands you can hook up again with in the future if this goes well, but most importantly, fans. You want to make sure you're getting to know fans that maybe aren't your fans, but they're fans of music and they're in the same building as you.
Make sure that the length of travel between your shows, say you're doing 3 cities on a weekend, a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday in different cities, try to make sure those cities are kind of somewhat close to one another. That way if something or emergency does take hand, you don't have to get a rental car for 1,200 miles. You just have to get a rental car for that weekend, for that small block, and then go back on Monday and get your vehicle fixed. That's pro tip.
Once you're on the road, people are gonna get pissed. You know, your bandmates are gonna start to hate each other from one degree or another, and that's okay. Just learn not to take it personal. Everybody's frustrated. Everybody has their own way of dealing with things when they're on the road, so you gotta let things go. But when you're on the road, you know, don't stay at the venue any longer than you have to. You know, meet people, make connections and all that, but don't linger, you know, till, you know, 1 or 2 in the morning unless you have to, because you're going to need every bit of sleep that you can get, whether it's on someone's floor or in a motel room or an Airbnb. You're going to want to get as much rest when you can get it, because you're going to burn yourself out, because you're going to be, at least for me, I would do a lot of 6 to 7 and 8 hour drives, sometimes more than that, to get to places, and you know, you hurry up all day, and then by the time you get there, it's like, you know, go. But you know, so always be hydrated. Try not to drink too much booze. I learned that the hard way.
Just making sure you fill it with as much productive situations as possible. Going out to different venues, meeting promoters, radio stations, take your music. Go out there, meet local musicians, meet other people in that town, network, so that when you come back, what you do is bigger and better and involves more people, and therefore brings more people, makes a happy band, happy venue, happy promoter.
So now we're back.
Cool.
Yeah, guys, how do you think bands should prepare for tours? You guys have definitely been on big, long cross-country tours. What do you think is definitely number ones and shit that people should be keeping in mind?
Sean is the master of getting ready, like, logistically for tour. He's done all the booking for us and done the most networking and all that kind of stuff, which is probably the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the most important thing to get ready for tour is honestly, like, probably like your food situation. I don't know. That was the one thing I noticed, like, going on tours, spending so much money on food. And at one point, I realized that I could make burritos at home and have a week's worth of food in the cooler.
Nice.
At one point, Ben was like, I'm getting a cooler for us to have on the road. And that kind of just, like, changed the game, because you could bring homemade food and at least eat 1 meal or 2 meals a day that's not spending money on food.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why. I mean, I always love to eat, so maybe that's why that came to mind first.
No, I think that's super important, dude. Like, I think for your mental well-being, too, like, if you don't bring food, you're going to be eating gas station food all the time and, like, not know when your next meal is. And, like, for everybody's mental health, like, you know, hungry people are generally fucking angry people. And
then you get
be around. So,
you're getting those free drink tickets too, so you're like on an empty stomach just drinking away.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's awful. You're driving all day. Like, tour is already really hard on everybody's well-being, like physically and mentally.
Yeah.
And you're commuting all day and then playing a show, which takes a lot of energy. And if you don't have, like, good food and good fuel to, like, get you through all that, it can be real rough.
Yeah.
And we learned pretty quick.
Yeah. That's a good one. Ben, you got something for us, bro? Or Dylan, I'm sorry. Dylan, you got something?
Yeah, I would agree with the food thing for sure.
Are you taking a poop right now?
No. I'm set.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right, guys. Well, we're going to play a pretty quick game here. It kind of gets a little bit more in-depth into. It's called Who is Most Likely? All right, so who is most likely to be a stand-up comedian?
Don.
Yeah, I think we kind of covered that earlier, yeah, for sure.
I would say Dylan.
All right, cool. Who's most likely to break a world record?
Dylan.
Depends on what the record is. Yeah, probably. I could see Dylan.
Yeah, for the funniest faces on stage. All right, cool. A couple more here. Who's most likely to invent something useful?
Ben.
We'll
go with Dylan again on that one.
What? Dylan, dude, you're like the smartest person in this band. You're the hidden treasure.
Dylan's the unsung hero.
All right, guys. This is the last one. Who's most likely to fall asleep first on tour?
That'd probably be me.
Dylan.
Yeah, dude, you're just all of them, dude. That's awesome. All right, cool, guys. Thanks for playing that. This is my end of the show. Last words. You guys just released an EP. Whoops, we did it live. What else you guys got going on? It's kind of a weird time. No shows going on. So, what do you guys got planning?
We're kind of just. We haven't really been doing any planning since we've all been isolated.
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of working on our own stuff.
Yeah, Dylan, you just released that drum playthrough. It's fucking phenomenal. Yeah.
John also did a little bass playthrough.
It's it's really what we can do right now. Just those individual playthroughs.
Start doing some collabs just over video and recording, like short, like 1 minute, 2 minute, like things. We were talking about doing that.
Yeah.
Ben just released like a really awesome song where he's singing and playing guitar. Check out his Instagram for that.
Nice.
Laser Dave.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, like, just moments ago I realized, Dylan, there's a drum set behind you. I didn't realize you have everything going on.
Oh, me. Ben.
Oh, dude, I keep doing that. Dude, Dylan and Ben. I'm sorry. Ben.
Yeah, man, I got a little studio set up. I got a bunch of keyboards. Got my drums mic'd up.
Oh, dude, that's the best. So you're living good over there, man. If you have a home studio.
I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to write every day and just like use this as an opportunity that, you know, you don't always get to be stuck at home and trying to make the best of it, you know?
Yeah, that's what I've been up to, man. That's the same thing. It's just like kind of look at it as an opportunity to do something different.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't work every day, but some days it does.
Right, some days it's just like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
I've been forgetting which day it is.
That might have been the best.
But all right, guys, that's my show, man. I know you guys are gonna check them out live, but I really appreciate your time, Dandu.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Later, guys.